Hi guys, me again Aswat, and I'm going to do a review of Stubber and also a mini analysis why this movie failed at the box office. And I wanna, I always watch videos and analyze films and try to be constructive about it. So hopefully this video not only review of the movie and also some constructive criticism and comments so that anybody don't repeat some of the mistakes in this movie. So this movie stars Kumar Nanjiani, fantastic actor, and also Dave Bautista. The concept, the trailer is fantastic. But before I went, I was reading so many bad reviews about this movie, and I was figuring out how can it fail because the trailer was funny. And when I was watching it, I was shocked. I was looking at how did they fail to build on this project, because they have the best actors, the chemistry is there, but somehow something went wrong, and I want to comment on that also. So at first, the movie is about the trailer show you is about Kumar is a Uber driver, and he was roped in by Dave Bautista, who is a cop who can't drive because he can't see, and he needed the help of Kumar to drive him around on his own investigation. So supposedly it's supposed to be a funny thing, back and forth. Unfortunately, it wasn't that funny, and it was very strange. But I kind of get why it's not funny. I'm gonna give examples of better movie and correct how they did it correctly. Then, okay, for example, the one thing that really sticks out is the pacing, the cinematography, the editing. It's not meant for comedy. The editing is really, to me, is like the vibe for a serious, realistic, handheld action movie, and this is not an action movie. So if anybody who's learned cinematography or filmmaking, how a movie is shot has to be appropriate to what genre you shoot it. Sometimes they can flex it, but mostly they follow the rules. Like for example, if you do a horror movie, there's a kind of cutting, there's kind of cinematography, there's a kind of coloring, usually dark, eerie kind of music, the kind of music they use. So it must fit into that film category. But they can flip it. There's a Midsommar, the recent horror movie. What's the different kind of? It's very bright. It's very colorful, but if you're good at it, then you can pull it off. But this movie is not. It's really, you felt like it was out of place because it looks like a action movie. It really looks, in a lot of it looks like it was shot from a Fast and Furious set, even though it doesn't have that kind of quality, but it has that kind of Fast and Furious 5, I would say. The more very hot, the color is very tinted to the yellow bit. The editing, the pacing, everything went off rails, and I was thinking like, how did it make this so many mistakes? Whereas you can look at better examples on how to do a buddy kind of funny movie. The kind of thing that would be fit here, I would say, the Bad Boys movie, how they shot it, how they put it together. Yes, another movie that I would say did comedy much better in a lower budget was Tangerine. Was shot on an iPhone. It was a funny comedic movie. and the pace and how it was shot and how it was edited suits the movie, even though it was much lower budget. And that's the biggest failure here. It's like it doesn't fit the tone, doesn't fit the story, doesn't fit, you know, what it was aiming for, which is a funny buddy movie, cop movie, something like that. But it didn't. I mean, I enjoyed it. I have to say, the last bits I really enjoyed it, but there were some parts, a lot of parts in it that wasn't funny, was out of place. I mean, you can take them out, took those scenes out completely, and it still will not affect the flow of the movie, not affect the plot of the movie, anything. It's just a waste of time. And yeah, like I said, the pacing was so off. There was one bit I'm gonna spoil, but Kuman and Johnny and Dave Bautista fight with each other, and it was so out of place, so not funny, so inconsequential, meaning that they're wasting time there. They could have both gotten hurt, and it wasn't funny, and it wasn't. That's what's the point of it. And it really stood out, and I began to see, oh, they had the director is at fault. I don't think I think the acting, they were okay, they were supposed to be good. I mean, they are good actors, but how it was shot, you can tell that it was wrongly not in the same genre. Okay, but what I mean, if you see the movie, they start off, there's Karen Gillan. Karen Gillan is also part of this movie. It begins with an action scene with Karen Gillan, who plays that girl in the Guardians of the Galaxy. She's part of this movie. In the first 30 minutes, you've seen her and Dave Bautista going against these bad guys, and that suits the cinematography and how they was making the filmmaking style. I think the director is an action director, or wants to be a full-time action director, and he had to direct a comedy. So, and it really doesn't fit how they shot it, like close-ups, like the background. It's really not the actor's fault, it's really the director. Like I said, the best example they should have look is like the Bad Boys movie, or even I would say the who's that, Deadpool, because Deadpool have that kind of action and funny thing. That's how it should have been edited. This is completely wrongly. I think they put the wrong clothes on the director. This movie should have been given to somebody else. I think that's my opinion of it, because it really doesn't look like a comedy. It wasn't edited like a comedy. It wasn't. Yeah. But you know what? I might be wrong. People can disagree. I'm just putting out because I wanted to watch this movie so bad, and this movie came just now. I mean, so late, and I was wondering why wasn't it underperforming? Because it has all the right ingredients. I mean, the best actors, the suitable actors, but the movie was shot wrongly. To me, it's not suitable for a comedy, and yeah, unfortunately. And yeah, I think you learn a lot when you watch this kind of movie. You learn what kind of approach you have to do. If you want to be a director, you need to learn all the types of movie that you know you're good at shooting, or else it will look and feel horrible. Yeah, that's my ranting and review, and also criticism for future directors. If you want to direct, tips from here. Yeah, that's out of score out of 10. I'll give this movie a 4 out of 10. It's below average. No, I don't want to buy a Blu-ray. I will not remember it. Such a below average movie. You can get better movies out there. And yeah, I wanted to leave the cinema, but I was thinking like, hold on, watch it until the end. So the end, a few guys that was with me laughed. Very few laughs. That was a lot of the jokes fall flat, and I think it doesn't suit. That's it. Yeah, that's all I want to say about this movie. Hopefully you enjoyed my review. Thank you guys very much. Peace.